All right, it's Thirsty Thursday time. A local family-run distillery in the Gorge is saying cheers to a Portland area landmark with a special batch of bourbon.
Yeah, Wood Family Spirits, based out of the Dalles, now offering their Multnomah Falls Lodge 100th anniversary bourbon. And joining us now to tell us more about their craft spirits, we have the owners, Tom Wood and Holly Higdon Wood. Good morning.
Good morning.
This is exciting. This is really,
Thanks
really
so much
awesome.
for hosting us.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure. Thanks for coming in.
Let's learn about, before we get into the bourbon itself, just who you are. How did you get your start in this industry, and how long you been open?
That's a great question. I've been in the industry for about 15 years, and my wife Holly and I decided in 2016 that we really wanted to create our own special line of spirits. And so we went down the path. It took us several years to get our distillery license. And in 2020, we received our first license and began laying down our first barrels.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, congrats on this. This is a great idea here with the 100th anniversary.
Well, and it's so cool. You've got the perfect last name here for it too. You know, Wood Distillery. You know, it ties in because I feel like you're able to draw so much inspiration from the Pacific Northwest and the ways in which you make your whiskey and your bourbon. So, talk about just kind of what you have focused on as you have carved out your piece of this industry.
Yeah, well, we take great pride in being Oregonians and playing in the Pacific Northwest and passing on the great spirit of being able to. We live in Hood River and we have a great community there, and just being out playing in the great outdoors, and we just really love like the lifestyle of the Pacific Northwest. So it's a great show of a beautiful spirit. The bourbon that we've done, the Columbia bourbon, has beautiful notes of toffee and caramel that come through, and it's just really smooth. And this is special because it's made out of Cab Sauvignon grapes.
Oh,
and
wow.
So, yeah, it's really unique.
Interesting.
Okay, so what kind of spirit is...
Let's bring the camera in here. Let's get the close-up.
So this is OG vodka, and it is a spirit made from Cabernet Sauvignon grapes from the Umatilla area.
Oh my gosh, that is so interesting. I didn't know you could do vodka from grapes like that.
I didn't know that either.
It's remarkably smooth, and yeah, it's really special, and gluten-free, of course, coming from grapes.
There you go.
Okay, let's dive into the honorary one, I suppose. You got the Multnomah Falls 100th anniversary, and so you have created a spirit with that in mind. So let's dive into that.
Absolutely. So the Multnomah Falls Lodge 100th anniversary bourbon is a 5.5-year straight bourbon that we bottled at 84 proof. It's a really super special opportunity we've had because the operators of the Multnomah Falls Lodge, their centennial this year, and as we discussed, you know, the opportunities of being able to create this really unique limited edition product, it just really fell into place for us to use some of our very best and oldest barrels to make this product. The artwork that's on it is hand drawn by an Oregon artist, and
look at that.
Developed and creating this beautiful label. We worked with Ignite Beverage to help us create this stunning product.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
It's gorgeous. The lodge and the falls on there. And Tom, you're a man after my own heart because I think bourbon, old-fashioned, and that's what we're doing this morning.
So yeah, we wanted to showcase the Multnomah Falls Lodge bourbon by creating a black walnut maple old-fashioned.
Sounds so good.
It's really good, and it's quite simple to make.
Okay.
So here's we're gonna go step by step. You start with the 2 shots of the Multnomah Falls Lodge bourbon.
Love that. And so what is the black walnut side? Is this going to be like a touch sweeter, or what is the flavor profile of this kind of old-fashioned?
Well, of course, with the maple syrup, that's the touch of sweet, and with the bitters, it offsets that sweetness with the spirit. The black walnut bitters is maybe a little bit mellower of a bitter than some other types of old-fashions.
Okay.
But as you can imagine, it's just got that flavor, right? The walnut touch to it.
Yeah,
so
it pairs so nicely with the maple and the walnut together.
Oh, I bet.
Delicious.
So we do a teaspoon of the maple syrup and then 8 dashes of the bitters.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, that's going to be just lightly sweet and a really nice kind of well-rounded profile, it sounds like.
And it takes on such a really cool color, too. It kind of takes the spirit from this golden color to almost a dark brown almost.
Oh, fun.
And then one of the most critical elements, of course, is a nice big block of ice.
Also looks cool.
Yeah, of course it looks cool.
Sure is. And I was surprised to learn, because I thought for the longest time that the big cubes are just there for show, but they actually do help kind of slow down how fast your drink dilutes, right?
Yes.
Because it'll melt a little slower. So there is a purpose to them, in addition to just looking really cool swirling in your drink.
Yes,
Yeah,
a method to the
exactly.
madness. How about that?
Look at that.
It also smells very, very good.
Yeah.
Holly, where can people find your products? Is that on the tasting room, or Tom, out in the tasting room only, or can you find them in stores?
You can find it. We've launched this in December of this year, and so you can find it at liquor stores across the state of Oregon. We also have it for sale at our tasting room in the Dalles, Oregon, and you can order it online.
Yeah, that's
so
great.
it's on our
That's
website.
great.
I was going to
So
say
good.
too, over President's Day weekend, we'll be having a special tasting at the lodge throughout the weekend as well, where people can come try the product and also purchase bottles if they'd like to.
Okay,
And
so
that's Valentine's Day weekend. So
right,
we'll be
Ah,
it is.
there you
It's
go.
coming in
Yeah.
Keep that in
February,
mind.
Valentine's Day, President's Day weekend. Fun little date idea to check out a really cool, recognition of a significant landmark. That's so fun.
And the relationship that we've developed with the crew at Multnomah Falls has
Yeah.
been so special. They're just a really neat couple, and the manager there is wonderful. We've just really enjoyed the whole experience. It's been great.
I also love that. I mean, you're based out in the gorge, and this is very gorge-esque, right?
Right.
You're going. It's the gateway out there,
It
so I
is.
love that you're a part of this. I think it's
Thank
fantastic.
you.
It smells delicious, and I'm not allowed to sip it on the air, but it's calling my name. It's
Okay.
calling my name.
Well, Travis, you're in luck. We're wrapping things up here this morning. If you want to learn more about their spirits and where to buy them, you can check out this story on Coin.